Hey, brothers, you're listening to Home Bar Happy Hour. We're talking about the shittiest rest stops. We're talking about sharpshooters, and we're talking about Malibu beaches, brother. Hey, let's roll, America.
Boom, let's roll indeed, America. How are you doing
Boom.
today, Michael?
I'm doing fucking ecstatic, man. I can't tell you how good I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, just a little bit of Tito's, brother.
That Tito's helping out, huh?
Tito's, man. Tito's, man. It makes the day go a lot better. How about you, John? How are you doing, man? You're getting ready. You getting ready for spring?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I am certainly getting ready for spring. I'm getting ready for summer. Spring's here, right? Like, I'm ready for summertime and the living's easy, hanging out by the pool, going golfing. That's more your thing, not mine, but just anything to be outside in this glorious summer heat. I love it, man.
Bro, I feel the same way, man. I can't wait. I'm so sick of wearing jeans. I hate wearing jeans. I hate any type of clothing that's like makes me feel like I'm living inside of uh, a, a small box of emotion.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to let them thighs breathe,
yeah. Yep, thighs out, sun's out, thighs out.
Sun's out, buns out. That's
what
I always...
yes. So I have, those military running shorts that the Marines have. They're called Silkies.
Yeah.
I believe some units in the Army run with Silkies as well.
Okay.
But the Marines are known for them. So Semper Fi Silkies, I bought 4 pairs of them, and they do different variety of different what do you want to call it? It's different. Like they're different articles,
different styles, and
they're not all the same. Yeah, different styles. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. I have like 4 different pair. Dude, I love. Like I wear them out into the pool and shit, and I'm brave enough to even wear them out on the beach out there. I'm a big guy, bro. So you've seen this guy wearing coming out on the beach with like a pair of blue Silkies that says like "skies out, thighs out," and red, white, and blue. Yeah, red, white, and blue. I also got like a black pair. It's got like the bald eagle. Just that's all it is. Just the bald eagle on there with a mullet and a red, white, and blue bandana. Yeah, they got some good stuff, dude. That's when I typically buy. I like to buy clothing. Is in the summertime. I love the summer, so I probably should move out to PA and go down south where it's nice all the time.
Yeah, move out to Miami, baby. Miami or the West Coast.
Destin, Florida would be a spot for me to go to.
Mike, I think you should move. I think you should move to Miami and start a drug empire. That's where I see the next phase of your life is starting.
I don't know if I can take on those Cubans, man. They're rough.
I think you should start a war down there. Just move in and start. Hey, brother, this is my territory now.
I think I would go down there and it wouldn't even be for drugs. It would be just it would just be for Cuban cigars. Just start an underground empire, just selling all different types of Cuban cigars, kind of like Kramer going down to Cuba.
Don't roll them too tight. Got the real Cubans. They roll them just right.
Yeah. So hey, brother, you're going to Mexico here soon. Are you doing any type of are you gonna get a nice haircut, beard trim? We're both about to head to Mexico. So
Mike, I'm not getting a haircut because I'm bald. I will. I will.
Well, so am I. I don't know what. I'm holding on to dear life for these last few head strands. I go back from obviously if you started watching us, my hair has grown because I'm letting it grow out. But I do, I have these, these little dilemmas or these little stints in life where I just pick my head or if I just want to let it grow out on top. I don't know. Maybe that's like my little midlife crisis is that I don't want my hair to go fully away and I want to just enjoy it while I still have it because eventually I'm going to have to just keep it cut all the time, which sucks, but it is what it is because I mean, I could be walking around like George with a toupee.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to do that. I started losing my hair really, really young. I mean, I was like 24, 25 when it started coming out like in full. And I did not fight the good fight. I wish I would have, but they've come a long way in hair regrowth technology. There's like that website Hims that has it's like prescription strength hair growth solutions. I have a friend that's using it and his hair looks incredible. So I might try that. I might get on that game. Maybe this time next year you'll see me with just a beautiful coif of hair. Who knows? I'll have to stop wearing hats because I'll just let this baby, rain down forever. But
bro.
for right now, it's just the beard. I'm just
Dude,
trying to rock the beard.
if that's true about the Hims, I might have to try, dude. I'd love to grow my hair out really long and then dye my hair blonde so that I could, instead of like the American Gladiators Malibu, you call me the you can call me Central Pennsylvania's uh, Gulster or some shit like that, or the some I don't know, somewhere where I can just jump in my pool and then just get those shots that we were talking about, just to but it'd be like more of a hilarity type of of shot where I just like when I flip my hair up like all the girls do in the water.
Oh yeah, that's called the mermaid.
Oh, the mermaid.
Yeah.
Oh, if only Ariel would have known what the hell was going to be happening here today.
If only Ariel, she doesn't even know what's about to hit her.
Yeah, so I mean, so you're just going there. Are you getting a beard trim?
I mean, I trim my beard myself. When I got out of the Army, the first thing I did was buy about $200 worth of beard grooming and caring.
Whoa!
Yeah, I've gone my, literally, like, it was like almost a decade of like not having any hair on the top of my head or on my face. So when I got out, I was like, man, I'm getting some hair. So I grew out my beard real nice, and I got a trimmer. I got a good pair of clippers. So I take care of my beard myself. I don't like people touching me. That is the best part about being bald, I will say, because I don't have to go to the barber anymore and have people, touching all over my head, and I can do everything myself. So that's the best part about being bald. No one has to touch me.
Yeah, well, for me, it's more about like, why am I going to go to a barber like all the time when I can, do my own hair? I mean, I'm going bald as it is, and I've had the same haircut for 20 years in a row.
Sure.
And I originally just started cutting my own hair. I'm like, I know where you get the same haircut all the time. You feel where the buzzer is, and you know what you're doing. It's not going to be perfect, but hey, I could do my own hair, and if I were to go to just like a normal barber, like some barbers, I could do it better than they can.
Yeah, but, it's your head.
Yeah, but I do give it to the women out there who actually like salons and stuff like that. I don't know what it is. It's like when you go to a salon to get your hair done, like that's a make or break area because they typically just work on women's hair and stuff, but they do care about the women, between women and men. Women like the fashion and stuff like that. Men, we like it like just black and white, nitty gritty. You just buzz my hair, cut my hair, get me the fuck out of here. Get me out of this chair. I don't got time for this shit. Here's $20. Here's another $5 for tip. I gotta get out of here. Where women more are like affectionate and caress and care and fashion and stuff like that. So I mean that's where it's like a hit or miss. Like if you go to a salon and get your hair done, but I'm jealous down there in Philly. Like you have some really good barbers down there, and like who can really cut hair? The Hispanics, the African Americans. Like dude, when they edge your hair and stuff like that, I think that's fucking awesome, dude. I just wish we had that up here in Harrisburg.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're in here, but
I haven't been to a barber in so many years. I couldn't tell you. I thought about going and getting like my beard done up at like a nice barber shop or something, but honestly, like I can just do it myself. And it's the thing with the touching, why like
Yeah,
have someone else touch my, especially my face, you know, if someone's got to be all over your face and going, I'm like, I'll
yeah.
just do it myself. I got a
I
mirror. All right.
I want to get here before I go to Mexico. I want to get I want to get a professional beard trim. Like I like a, you know what I mean? Like I want to get it like taken care of and stuff like that because
Yeah.
my beard grows in very odd. Like I got like a spiral going on over here. I got like a flail over here, and then like this side grows in longer than this side. And I mean, I'm thinking I did trim it this morning, but I like that. I like to have like what you got going on, but like the control, it just gets out of control. And I mean,
Yeah.
I do the oils and the balms and the brushing, and I even have like a beard, like the beard groomer, where you know the what do you call it, the steamer, the like they
Oh
have the
yeah,
hair
yeah, yeah.
curl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that for my beard because my beard I need to straighten out, and even when I do, it just still flails out. It's like all gangly and shit. I like it to be sharp, but I'm not going out there and get my fucking beard like professionally trimmed every every week or something like that. That's insane, dude. I'm not spending the money on that. Not in today's economy.
That's
But
way too
I,
much. Let me ask
yeah,
you something, Mike. Like we're talking about going to the barber, getting our beards done. What do you think about a man getting a manicure or a pedicure? Do you think that's acceptable for a man to
I,
go get his nails done,
I think
finger
I
or
think
otherwise?
yeah, I think well, let me if you're a guy and never got a pedicure, like you're missing out, man. That's like
Oh,
getting a massage,
surprising.
dude. You're really take care of your feet, man. But it's been a long time since I got a pedicure, but let me tell you something. You're missing out. It is. I think it's you're just it's just, it makes you feel better. Like your feet feel better. They exfoliate. A lot of the toxins in your body flow down to your feet, and for them to like just take care of it and stuff like that. Feet are disgusting as it is.
Feet are
Uh,
gross.
yeah, but I mean,
No
if you go
kink
out there, you're
shaming,
gonna
but
take
feet are
care.
gross.
Yeah, dude, I remember the last time I got a pedicure, and it was a long time ago. But when I got it, dude, it felt like I was walking on clouds, and that was just my bare feet. All those calluses, all that dead skin, all that grossness is just taken away. But manicures, I think I got a manicure once, and God, I mean, I enjoyed taking, you know what I mean, like being presentable and stuff like that. And
Sure.
but it's just like taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? It's like your day. And I feel like, dude, when they get into the cuticles and shit with all that stuff, man, it kind of gives me like the willies, man. It's just, I am going to get a manicure and a pedicure. I want to take care of myself when I go down here for my vacation. I'm celebrating my 40th birthday, and as well as my best friend's wedding. Well, they're both good people, him and his fiance, and it's going to be a good time. I in with the family and stuff, so it's definitely going to be a good time.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
especially going to be out there on the beach showing them feet everywhere. You want them to be
yeah,
presentable.
man. You know who else is going to be down there?
Who's that?
The boy we just talking about in the last episode, WAP. He's going to be there, so this is going to be a good time. Yeah, we're going to be doing some TikTok videos, man.
Be doing some
But
handstands.
yeah, but like, you remember that episode of Seinfeld? Like when the Oriental women asked so Elaine was like freaking out because she didn't know what the Oriental women were talking about.
Right.
And so she brought Frank Costanza in, and Frank, because he knows Korean, like she brought him in, and they started talking, and he's like, hilarious. Jerry Stiller was absolutely hilarious, and he like, would you like a manicure or pedicure? And he's like, manicure. I don't take my shoes off for anyone. So that's what it just popped into my head when you were talking about like nobody touches my face. You're like a younger Frank.
Yeah, I don't like people touching me. I think it's just Asian now. I don't think we call them Orientals anymore. Just a quick programming note. I think Oriental is supposed to refer to like objects or whatever. So
See,
the
this is what I'm
Asian
talking
community.
about. This is what I'm talking about. Like everybody's like in today's society, everybody's got to walk on like pins and needles. Like when we're talking about stuff, Like everybody's respectful of mostly everyone.
Yeah.
You know, just being respectful.
Some people aren't.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, most people are respectful. The common person, and that's who we are. We're common people. We got to get our voices out there. But
it's not a bad thing. It's just an education thing, right? I think it used to be acceptable. It's not anymore. So, I think Asian
Oriental?
community is. Yeah, Oriental is not.
Really? I didn't even know that. And like, I'm just trying to be respectful and stuff like that. I just thought it was, that's. But yeah, I honestly feel like it's probably because my best friend Dan Hooven, which I call he's when I first met him back in 2004. Yeah, 2004 I met him. And like, oh hey Mike, this is Dan Hooven. And I'm like, ooh, Asian. And that's from that point on. From that point on, he was like, we called it like his nickname was Asian Dan, and he is the greatest guy. He was, you met him. He's hilarious.
Yeah, so I like Dan a lot. I had some of his dad's mead this weekend.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was good. I busted it open. It was nice. It was like it was a lot stronger than any other mead I've had. Most mead I've had is more on like the wine side. But this was pretty strong stuff. I don't know what they're putting in that.
Time, brother.
I was, man. It was like a whiskey, but it was like a whiskey, but instead of like a sharp alcohol, it was like a sweet because it had that honey in there. So it was really good. I appreciated that a lot. I sent him a message, told him to, send my regards to his father. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, and he's hilarious. He will be one who will come here on the Home Bar Happy Hour as a guest, but he's one who facilitated. He's one who facilitated my charisma and who I am today. He's one of many who've made me who I am today. Well, he definitely didn't make me into a drinker. I'll tell you that right now. That was the But what do you think? What do you think the Asians talk about? Do you think they just talk when they're like just talking to them while they're working on you and stuff like that, or if you're getting a massage or something like that? What do you think they talk about?
I assume they talk about how gross and disgusting we are. If we're gross and disgusting, that's what I would imagine. If someone was touching my feet and speaking a different language, I would be so embarrassed. I don't even like that. I'm not pulling my feet out for anyone. Feet pics aren't free in this house. And I don't want anyone touching my feet.
Out, man.
Yeah, man, my dogs are barking on the reg. I'm not trying to let them puppies out all over the place.
Oh, we take care of your feet. Just sit down. We take care of your feet. You get pedicure, big boy. Yeah. Masculine. Yeah. Big white boy.
Yeah, big white boy. I hope
you want some crackers, white boy?
Crackers.
Yeah. But let's dude, the best. I think the best was Big Trouble in Little China. That was a childhood movie of mine.
Yeah, dude, great flick.
Mr. Burton. And then, dude, how they make fun of Jack Burton, Kurt Russell was absolutely hilarious, dude. That movie was just the best. You were not put on this earth to know what is up there, Mr. Burton.
Oh man, yeah, I haven't seen that flick in so long, but it is definitely a good flick.
Yeah. Go with green eyes. But let's move on, Joe. Let's so we're we got spring, summers amongst us. We're gonna be doing some traveling, so we want to put in there like and then of course we were transporters in the Army. I've spent a lot of time out on the road. I mean, with all due respect to Joe, that was my full-time job. Like, active Army was driving it. So we're going to talk about the best rest stops and the absolute shittiest rest stops. So I'll let Joe go off on this one. See, give his insight.
Well, I will say, as far as best rest stops, anything on the Turnpike, on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, was pretty good. The Peter J. Camille rest stop, love that place. They got a pizza place and a Popeyes. So that's a great spot to stop at if you're ever traveling through the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I'll say the worst rest stops, at least the worst rest stop I've ever been at. I don't know if you've ever Mike just traveled north, like past New York up into Connecticut. But there's a weird area between like New York and Connecticut when you're taking, it's not 95, but it's whatever road, still a major highway. There stops being like normal rest stops, and it's just like every 6 or 7 miles, there's like a small gas station with like, 3 or 4 pumps, and then like a Dunkin' Donuts inside, and then bathrooms that aren't connected to it. Those rest stops are the absolute worst. The first time in my life, heading back from Connecticut, on my way home the next morning after a Alanis Morissette concert, because she was fantastic, traveling home, hungover, stopped in a bathroom, sat down in a toilet. It was the first time in my life I ever saw a real honest to God glory hole drilled right in between.
My God.
Yeah, dude, I sat down and I looked over and I was like, there is a hole in this stall wall. I know exactly what that's for. And nothing came through, thank God. Lord knows what I would do.
What would you do?
Something was popping through.
What did you just like? What would you do? You're just sitting there, just like baking off a hot loaf, and all of a sudden, like this dick comes through this hole.
I just swatted away.
What?
Get out of here, guy.
You would swat it? I mean, you would swat it? Like, how would you swat it? Would you just slap it, or would you just like backhand it?
I'd probably take my shoe off and hit it.
Dude.
Like a fly.
Take your shoe off and hit it. That's fucking good, man.
Get that thing out of here.
Dude, was there a toilet bowl plunger or anything around there?
That would have been better. Yeah, just use the toilet bowl, make them think something's happening, but really just
just use that plunger, just stick it over here, motherfucker. And then just hopefully you get it like in a suction, so he has to fucking stay there without his fucking.
So
for me, dude, that was good. That was really good. Yeah, for me, dude, being a driver, man, our buddy Bell and I have ran into a lot of hilarious stuff. I believe in one episode we talked about him on a PA Turnpike. I believe it was out in Somerset, and he had to take a shit. And I just want to reiterate, because this isn't a previous episode, and he was in there, and the janitor ran a mop head. He was mopping the floor. He ran the mop head over his fucking feet. And he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And what made me, dude, I was crying laughing, because this guy, if you know this guy, ladies and gentlemen, if you know this guy, he is an older man, very grumpy, from Vermont, and when he likes to go to the bathroom, he likes to go in peace. He doesn't like being disturbed, and when he does, he flips the fuck out. And it was so hilarious that somebody ran a fucking mop head right over his fucking feet inadvertently. It was like, out of all the people, it was him that this happened to. But him and I also ran into a lot of stuff. But I don't really like the PA Turnpike rest stops. I feel like they're too. Most of them are too small. And dude, what's up with the Roy Rogers, man? Roy Rogers. I'm sorry. Like I respect the Roy Rogers industry in the day, but dude, the food is. I feel like the food is like a choke and puke. Like, I mean, like, it's overpriced. It's not good, and I don't know, dude. I avoid it like the plague. If I'm gonna get something bad, if I'm gonna get something bad, it's gonna be Burger King. Because the burgers, they're just flame broiled. They seem to be a lot fresher. I don't know. That's just my thing. Plus, they're more affordable. I'm not going in there and spending the same or more money for Roy Rogers. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my thing. Also, when you go out to Ohio, when you go out there, like those highways, like those, no. When you go out to Ohio, like, I enjoy those rest stops. They're big. They got a lot of stuff there. Like those rest stops I like. When we were talking about heading up there, I have been up to Connecticut, and I went up 95. The dig that I got on those rest stops is that there's just it feels like it's like a small, like, on and off, a very small on, and they only have like 1 or 2 pumps to refuel a semi. That's my only dig about it. Their food, on the other hand, they have a plethora of options. It's like a food court in a fucking mall.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Chipotle in there, Chipotle, bro. Dude, I can hit that all day, and they don't even mess around, man. When you go in there and get yourself a burrito, dude, it's like the size of a tree trunk.
Yeah, Chipotle is dangerous on the road. I don't know how you're doing that, Mike. I couldn't do Chipotle and then get back in a vehicle. Dude, I'm shitting my brains out within 10 minutes.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's the same way, yeah. Any of that fake Mexican food just gonna tear you up.
Well, no, with Chipotle, I enjoy Chipotle because I get the healthier options to it. So that's probably why I don't shit my brains out.
Probably. I do not. I get the big I have the same go-to Chipotle. I get a burrito, double meat, asada, and carnitas. It's beautiful. I love it.
That's a unique one. I always get like the cilantro rice, man. I'm a killer for cilantro rice.
I get rice, no beans.
Yep, I'm a no bean guy too, man.
No beans means more meat, and that's what I'm about.
I'm like no bean. Yep, no beans, more meat. Especially when you get like extra chicken or extra steak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
this is just gonna turn into a Chipotle fan podcast. I can talk about how much I love Chipotle all day long.
Dude, same here,
my favorite of the quick service restaurants. My favorite QSR.
That is probably like a previous episode we were talking about, like the food delivery service, and man, when I get like, I'm either like it's a hit or miss with DoorDash with Chipotle. I'm like, first off, like you don't know who's back there working at a Chipotle because they can either make or break your meal, and then you got, that's like one sort. If I'm actually there, like I make sure, you know what I mean, because that's when they're on the spot. Yeah. When you're not on the spot, they're just gonna be like,
you gotta watch them.
I'm like, yo, man, I ordered extra chicken, bro. Where's that on my salad bowl?
Yeah.
Where's that on, like, where's my burrito? Like, dude, this ain't extra chicken on my burrito bowl. Or they will give you extra chicken, but they'll shortchange you on, like, some other shit. And it's just to make it fit. I'm like, yo, man, you better get some aluminum foil out and wrap that shit.
Yeah, you double wrap that bad boy burrito for me. Yeah. You know what? You're getting all that meat in there.
Yeah, man. But no, I enjoy Chipotle. I really do. And but yeah, speaking of heading out to Ohio and stuff, you remember when we were in the Army and we did that mission? I was the convoy commander and we were running that mission up to Grayling, Michigan.
Oh yeah. Me and old Droopy Chains.
Yeah, man, dude. So ladies and gentlemen, I was a convoy commander and I was leading a convoy. It was a big push up there for up to Grayling, Michigan for this training event. And 915s. I think that was the last time we did a mission with 915s. After that, we did a whole changeover of the company. We got different vehicles and their different mission. But yeah, so we were going up there, and man, we were fucking hauling ass, man. I was like, dude, we were all online and stuff. We were having a good time. We get to that was when we got to the fairgrounds, and then I remember the lieutenant telling me, he's like. He was the overall convoy commander for both companies. It's like a dual 4 clips, so there's like 4 different lines of trucks. So it was like 4 different rows. 2 from their company, 2 from our company. I was the convoy commander for our company, and they had a convoy commander for their company, but they didn't really do shit because they had the lieutenant. He was the overall mission OIC. And I remember when we got out there, and you want to talk about somebody who stands up for their soldiers? He was like, hey, I gave out a no drinking policy here. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, my commander told me that I made sure that my convoy was stacked with enough responsible senior NCOs that we could control what we do just in order we get the job done. And we wouldn't embarrass them. And that's the amount of trust that the commander had in me and our NCOs. And I told him, I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm like, you do your fucking job, stay the fuck out of my business. And that's what we did, man. We did have a good time, didn't we?
We did. We had a blast. That was a fun trip.
Yeah, I did notice that you and a few of them walked off to go to the bar while we were out there tailgating on the back of the fucking trailers.
Sure
and
did.
Then the other companies, all of our other buddies from fucking Afghanistan were coming over from the 131 and be like, yo, man, what the fuck is this? And it was like, hey man, what's he gonna do? He's gonna fight me? He's gonna write me up?
You gonna do
I'm
fire
fucking
me?
out of here, man. You know who the fuck I am? You know who the fuck I am? I was like, this motherfucker shortchanged me without even telling me. Like, dude, people just do whatever the fuck they want. We're not going to get down this because you're going to open up a can of worms that I really don't want to get into. But
don't want to get into those
but
ones.
yeah, man, we ended up leaving the next day. He woke up. I remember I woke up in the morning on a cot on the deck of the fucking 915. He came over. He's like, Sergeant Gus, today we're going to be SPing here shortly. I was like, all right, whatever. We don't SP for another fucking hour, so get the fuck out of here. Nah, I didn't say that. I was like, all right, sir. All right, yeah, we'll SP here, in an hour. I'll shoot you a text and let you know when we hit our time. And as I sat up because I was awake, so I might as well sit up, and I sat up, and there was like empty beer cans just being
just everywhere. And you were like covered in them.
I was like, all right, well, it's time to clean this fucking shit show up. And then we left, and then we made it all the way up to Grayling, Michigan. We got the fuck up there. This is why I have a problem with that person, because when we got up there, we were the last part of that. Well, no, it was our two convoys from our unit, and we were the last ones to get up there. And it was at night, and I just got done getting all the trailers all organized and loaded up and everything like that with everybody. I was like, I wanted to get the shit loaded up, chained down, secured, and then back over so that these guys can get showered, eat, relax, and tone down for the night. We get over there, the fuck? It was straight fucking chaos. That fucking unit that was there in those barracks, it was like a fucking block party.
I'm like, it was insane. Fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Like, and then like that was the thing, was that like he was there and like he's supposed to be setting up the accommodations, the shower facilities, the bathroom facilities, and securing food. When we got there, dude, there was nothing but fucking goddamn. There was like a couple pieces of fucking lettuce, and I don't know what the fuck else was in those.
We're eating like rabbits.
I'm like, are you fucking for real right now? Like, I'm sorry, but you fucked up as a leader. And then I'm like trying to get information. Like, all right, so where are these guys showering? Oh, you got to pick and choose up there at the barracks and stuff like that. I'm like, are you fucking for real? So I brought the whole company together, and I told them, and I was like, listen, I'm going to take care of you tomorrow. I'm changing it up. We're not SPing after them. We're SPing first. And we're going to stay here. You can choose to find a bunk or whatever up there in that fucking block party, or you can stay down here with us, bite it out for the night, just go to sleep, shave. This is how it's going to be on a deployment anyway, so you might as well get fucking used to it. And then we'll shower and everything and stuff like that. We'll get, good food. You got MREs, you got water. Just rough it out tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to take care of you. And then sure enough, I did. And good fucking thing that I did, because when I got back down there, back down to the fucking fairgrounds, dude, the infantry unit the whole brigade was down there, and they got down there. They were going to take our fucking goddamn catering company. Like, whoa! I remember Brown. He was with me, and this fucking first sergeant from the brigade came up, and this guy was like the size of the Statue of Liberty. He literally, if you were to put him as a Statue of Liberty, it would have been like, just looking as like a professional. If the Statue of Liberty was a professional wrestler in the fucking 90s, in the Attitude Era, that would have been him. You know what I mean? This fucking dude was a mountain, and he came over, and then Brown's like, hey, Top. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this dude's gonna fucking just one arm smash you. And like, I'm like, and we got it all squared away and stuff like that. We actually, that's all you needed, was somebody in there. And that was just like the story of the whole fucking goddamn military. But I'm sure every veteran who's, listening to this understands what the fuck we're talking about. But yeah, that's where my best. Yeah. Oh, Grayling, Michigan.
Oh, Grayling, Michigan.
We survived that fucking frontier. But
fought the war in Michigan and came out unscathed.
Yeah. Speaking of being on the roads and stuff like that, Joe, what kind of car brand do you think that has the most problems but people still buy?
The car brand that has the most problems. So I think you phrased this, at least your intention with it was kind of older car models that have been around a while. I'm going to go somewhere different with it. I think at this point, maybe the worst car brand as far as quality goes are the Teslas. Dude, those things are, I mean, even just like if you look at the production value of them, like when they're coming right off the line, they have these huge gaps. They're all different, in the geometry of them. They're changing all the time. They're uploading, new software to them. And you as a user, if you're a driver of a Tesla, man, you're like beta testing this car almost. They're uploading new stuff all the time. The Tesla Cybertruck was getting like bricked when it went through a car wash, and that's like a 10,000 pound vehicle. It's going through a car wash and then doesn't turn on afterwards. So now you just got this giant 10,000 pound brick just sitting out there. Dude, the Tesla Model Y, like the first months after it released, someone's roof flew off. Their roof flew off, Michael. Yeah, this was like a couple years ago. The Model Y came out. And like, I get it. Not every car is perfect. You're going to get some recalls. But like, if you're recalling a vehicle because the roof flies off, you got some systemic problems, right? Like, same thing with Boeing. I'm not going to get into beef time with Boeing, but holy hell, Mike, could you imagine being on an airplane and the door flies off? Like,
Bro,
are you kidding me?
I would probably be the worst person that you'd want to sit next to if that happens, dude. If that happened, dude, I would just go into fucking my natural mode is be like, woo! Hang on, brother. We're going in for a fucking ride, man. And meanwhile, you're freaking the fuck out. People who don't understand what it's like to get, put in a high tension situation like that. And I'm just like, hang on to your fucking lug nuts. We're going in for a rodeo.
Well, speaking of lug nuts, maybe Boeing's quality needs to be going around, tighten them bad boys down before they send them over to Philadelphia Airport and just throwing people on planes with doors that are flying off. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, dude. That's why I fucking drink when I'm on the fucking airplane, because I'm like, dude, one, I just want to fucking sleep, because I can't stand sitting in I'm not claustrophobic, but sitting in the same place for multiple hours for a long period of time, just staring at, or people watching, like, dude, I go fucking insane. So that's why I'm like, dude, I go right to the back of the plane, I buckle up, I put my earbuds in. He's like, dude, I'll tell you right now, the stewardess and stewards absolutely love passengers like that. I just throw my shit up, sit down, buckle up, don't tell me anything, just let me know when the fuck we get to our destination. And as a matter of fact, look, give me a fucking couple shots of fucking Jack Daniels or something like that so I can go to sleep. And they love that, man. Just go to fuck the bed, dude. These people, it's like, as soon as you get on the fucking, I know we were talking about fucking cars, now we're talking about fucking airplanes and people on them. I feel like we're going right into fucking beef time early.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, maybe we'll cut that for another show. We're gonna cut it right there because I got some beef. I got some beef right there.
Let's hear your beef.
No. I got some beef with that, so we're gonna put that in another segment. But
okay.
Car problem, dude. That was the one car that I had was a Chevy Malibu, and when I was dude, this was during 9/11. Like, that's when because I was a senior in high school, and yeah, bro, dude, I had this Chevy Malibu, and I had it teal. It was teal, and I mean, at that age, like, I didn't know shit about taking care of my fucking vehicles. Dude, I had what was it? The Chrysler LeBaron was my first vehicle. Back in the day, dude, you could buy a fucking used car for like a couple $100. Yeah. And that was what my dad bought me for my first vehicle. And I remember I was usually carpooling people from high school back to wherever they, you know what I mean? Because we all lived in the same area up there in God's country. And, dude, I remember playing, and I was like in football and stuff like that. So I was like right there at the square in town. And a lot of my buddies, they were getting ready at the time. I think it was in the spring. They were playing baseball. And I knew them because we all grew up together. We played football together and stuff. But we were heading home. And the light turned fucking green, and my drive shaft just dropped right the fuck out in the middle of the fucking... So fucking, dude. So embarrassing. My brother was sitting in passenger seat. He was fucking losing his mind laughing, dude. It was a great, dude. That fucking, I'm like, well, guess we ain't going to fucking where.
Yeah.
I believe my mom had a conversation like that. Would you please get him a fucking vehicle that works? Then we got that Chevy Malibu, and I blew the fucking head gasket off of it because I didn't know about, dude, I didn't know anything about adding oil or anything to it. And after it blew, then I just started adding oil to it, and well, hey, it still fucking runs and shit. Like, it didn't have as much power, but hey, man, it's still falling off the brand.
You gotta change it, Mike. You gotta drain the old out and put the new in.
Well, I cracked the fucking manifold or whatever in it, but it still fucking ran, brother. I tell you what, man, those cars back in the day could take a fucking beating and keep on ticking.
Apparently.
And I remember we were coming. I don't know where we were coming back, but it was me and my brother and my Malibu, and it was my mom driving and my sister. And I stopped at the bottom of the driveway to get the mail, and we got it, and to get the trash cans. But I think my brother was hanging on because we were like, I'm not walking down here to get these fucking trash cans and walking back up. So we just like hang on, just drag them up, just drive up with the trash. My brother's hanging on to the trash cans, and it's blowing out so much fucking white smoke. You would think that like we were invading the beaches of fucking, like it was the Bay of Pigs when they were invading fucking. Or like invading Grenada. It was like all this white stuff. My mom came up there. My sister was laughing. My mom's like, "Oh my god, I can't even see the fucking driveway." Dude, such a great fucking time. I being up there at the house brought back a lot of fucking memories for me, and I cried a little bit because I do, dude. If you're listening to this, cherish your time, not with just your parents, but as who you are under them and where you live. Because man, you go back up there, so many memories, man, dude. Even then, like in the kitchen, and I was like, dude, I remember when I was just like a little kid, and I was like trying to reach into the drawer to get a fucking fork. Now I'm like this, behemoth, 40-year-old fucking behemoth coming in there looking for a fork, and it's like everything's like so small now. I feel like I'm in like a midget's house, or if I'm in. But yeah, dude, could you imagine? Like, dude, and speaking of vehicles, like, dude, could you imagine? This is another. Could you imagine? We're gonna do a double episode, but could you imagine like Kramer and Newman today doing some sort of money scam, like with Uber and a rickshaw? Oh god, that would be so fucking funny, man. I just saw it on the news someday, today, or not today, or yesterday, or whenever it was, over the weekend. A woman was impaled by a rolling barrel near a truck stop, or not a truck stop, a construction site. And all I could think about was Kramer losing control of the rickshaw and it's flying the fucking road. And I'm like, I know it's terrible that I, referenced it to something tragic because I believe she died. She was killed, which is, sad. Accidents happen. You're going to tell me that Newman on a rickshaw hauling ass down the fucking street sideways, backwards, isn't going to kill anybody or kill him?
So I was thinking about this, Mike, because you brought it up. That's a great episode, that one, but it reminded me of another episode too, when you're thinking about Kramer and his schemes, when he was trying to take all those, remember he was trying to get all the bottles and drive them up to Michigan and get, 5 cents for them instead of a cent. And I was like, that's something Kramer would do. He'd figure out all the math. So if Kramer and Newman were trying to pull some type of scheme like this nowadays, what I think they'd do is they'd sign up for Uber, but instead of having a car, every time they got an order, they would just rent one of these stupid bird scooters and then show up at someone's house on a scooter and be like, all right, guys, you got handlebars, jump on.
Well, hey, dude, before you even knew it, we were already running out of time. But, there's one thing that we can't do before we fucking leave, and that's we got to have beef time. What I got beef right now? I got beef time. So where's the beef? I'll tell you where the beef is. Dude, 30-year-olds who dress like teenagers. I got this from a bartender the other day. Her name's Christy. And she brought it up to me there, and I'm like, wow, this is great content. And I was like, dude, if you're a 30-plus-year-old dressing like a teenager, you need, like, if you're like 30 or 31, like, I get it. There's like that time where you're trying to figure shit out. Like, you don't know how to fucking dress. I get it. So you got to make that transition, because I used to be like that. Dude, if you're like, 30, mid 30s, older, and you're dressing like a teenager, bro, you look like a fucking weirdo. And women look like psychos. Like, come on, man. You got to evolve. You're getting older. Grow up. Let's grow up.
I will say, once you hit 30, there are a few things you cannot do anymore. One of them, you cannot be a DJ. If you have not already started your DJ career, you cannot start a DJ career post 30. Now, if you're David Guetta, or Steve Aoki, and you've been DJing forever, that's fine. But if you're 31 and you're going to be DJ whatever, no thanks. Also, if you're 30, you cannot get on a skateboard for the first time. That is.
I absolutely agree with that.
If you're Tony Hawk and you've been skateboarding since you were a teenager, keep riding that board. But if you're 31 and you're saying to yourself, I'm gonna jump on a skateboard, I'm gonna learn how to shred, no sir.
What would you do,
time
Joe?
time has passed for you.
What would you do, Joe, if you were still single and you were at a fucking bar and you're what? You're 38 now?
I'm 34, Mike. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were closer to my age. My bad.
Nope.
But
no, I'm incredibly young.
How you dress right now, like that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's your style and stuff like that. And like, you definitely don't dress like a teenager. And this is where, you know what I mean? Like, you dress like a comfortable middle-aged man. But when you're starting wearing like Aeropostale shit and Hollister and stuff like that, I'm like, I'd have to, well, if that was you, I'd have to fucking smack you.
Well, the
only thing that you should wear, and I've actually kind of outgrown this cologne, but that Hollister Beach cologne is not bad. It's pretty good.
I think if you're 30 now in the year of our Lord 2024, it's probably okay to wear Aeropostale or whatever, because that's what we wore when we were teenagers. It's if you're dressing like teenagers now. The kids these days, the Gen Zers that are living on the TikToks and whatever, they don't wear Aeropostale or Hollister or Abercrombie and Fitch. They're on whatever new stuff. I don't know. They wear giant T-shirts with Princess Diana and weird stuff. I don't know. Kids are weird these days.
Yeah, but no, I if you're at your age, Joe, if you're out wearing Aeropostale and Hollister and like shit that, you know what I mean, like Rue 21, if that's even still a thing, yeah, dude, I'd have to smack the fucking beard off your face.
Well, fortunately,
I know, getting a little beef here, and we're starting to get beef time between each other.
I don't really wear. I didn't wear that stuff when I was a kid. I don't really wear it now, but I don't know. The thing I would say you shouldn't wear if you're over 30 is shorts with cargo pockets. Don't do that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Don't do that.
The last person who got a blowjob in cargo pants was
Vietnam.
Yeah, dude, that's I wear flat fronts. I just wear flat shorts. I do like the lobster and the crab shorts. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, they have the little designs and stuff like that. That's why I said I enjoy dressing for summertime. I love to be free. I like to be out. I love button downs in the summertime. I hate button downs in the wintertime. I like to be comfortable. Button times in the summertime, or I don't wear a shirt underneath. You know what I mean? It's just more cool. It's cooler, and you're able to not cool. I mean, it's cooling, like, temperature wise. Yeah. And plus, I'm like 40 years old, and I just wear whatever the fuck I want to be comfortable in. I hate dressing up. I hate being in suits, even though I have like 6 or 7 suits. I feel like I'm in a fucking a small box of emotion.
Yeah. I hear you.
But I feel like that's everything for today, Joe. Like, how do you feel? You think that's it?
I think that's it. I think we did another episode. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out. If you want to catch us anywhere on your podcast of choice, we're on Apple, Audible, wherever. Please leave a review, give us a 5-star and leave a review. That helps out a lot with the algorithm. And we really appreciate it. If you have any questions for us, hit us up, homebarhappyhour@gmail.com. And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much.
Also, I wanted to add on to that. If you're looking for X content, please follow Dry Gulch Gus on X. That is me, and where you're going to be finding a lot of juicy gossip.
A lot of the juicy celebrities.
We're going to, dude, Home Bar Happy Hour, man. I'm facilitating it through my account. We're going to be going after celebrities. We went after David Puddy the other week. We went after Laurie Strode and Sheriff Brackett from Halloween. We went after Tom Brady and Kevin Hart over the roast here, where they should have let Nick Foles and so yeah.
Mike is starting beef.
Yeah, that's where beef time is coming from, ladies and gentlemen. X, because that's the only way you're going to be able to reach out to the world and actually attack someone. Well, not attack someone, but fuck with them. So
yes, absolutely.
Dry Gulch Gus here, and we're out.